Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Demon Hunter skill video. We are now taking a look at our third skill that we get in our primary skill tree, which is the Bola Shot. Shoot out an explosive bola that wraps itself around its target. After 1 second, the bola explodes, dealing 130% weapon damage as fire to the target. An additional 110% weapon damage as fire to all other targets within 7 yards. And that's how it looks. In my opinion, it looks cool. But that's very lazy design. For God's sakes, it doesn't even look like a freaking bola. It does not look like this. Okay, it does not look like three things spinning around in a circle. It just looks like a freaking red ring flying towards the enemy. That did 1,000 damage to me and is in hell. God. No wonder I died in one hit in freaking Inferno. I hate Demon Hunter. I don't play this class a lot anymore. Simply because after you get to Inferno with Demon Hunter, it's just... you die way too easily. It's pathetic. Anyways. Volatile Explosive. Increases the explosion radius to 14 yards. Very effective if you're fighting against a mob. Actually, this skill is just very effective if you're fighting against a mob. Because it only does 130% to the primary target. So fighting bosses is not very good. Hungering Arrow is better. Because if it pierces through and it comes back, it actually does 230%. Oh look. Hi. Go away. So it looks different. It's actually, instead of a red ring, it's actually a what is it? Black ring. I blinked out for a second there. Didn't die. So pretty cool. Well, maybe I should show you the AoE if I can find actual AoE shit. There we go. Yay. Even though you guys didn't see it. God, I just, there, this will work. And that one, they were too close to actually show you the increased AoE. Oh, that one did it. There you go. The increased AoE. How awesome. Next, Thunderball. When the bola explodes, it deals 130% weapon damage as lightning and has a 35% chance to stun the primary target for 1.5 seconds. So basically, instead of dealing 110% when it explodes, it deals the full 130% when it explodes. Right? Yep, when the bola explodes, it deals 130%. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, everything is now taking 130% damage, and it has a 35% chance to stun. Not bad for a boss ability, if you want to keep the boss stunned. But then again, I don't usually see a lot of people use Bola Shot. Actually, the only skill I actually see anybody using is Hungering Arrows. Which really shows you that Inferno really limits the amount of skills that you can possibly use to be effective. So that's one downside to Inferno, and I don't know how Blizzard is going to fix that, because in Inferno mode, it makes practically every primary skill useless except for Hungering Arrows. And even in Hungering Arrows, like I said, only has 2 runes in there that's actually pretty useful. But anyways, next, Exit Strike. Shoot 3 bolas that each deal 130% weapon damage as poison. The bolas no longer explode for AoE. Okay, so here's one thing I found out about the skill as I tried to use it, which I did. I was like 3 bolas, each doing 130% damage. Huh, that's really cool on one target. Maybe I can actually get 2 bolas to hit one target. No, doesn't work that way. It looks cool though, but it can't hit one target. As you can see, each have to hit a different target. It just has to. I don't know why. See, even that one. Okay, so only one bola can hit a target. Oh, for God's sakes, that was very obvious that I hit all 3 on one target. And yet somehow it still managed to pass through the target and continue moving. What the fuck, Blizzard? Seriously, what the fuck? Why can't more than one hit the target? It makes no sense. It would make this skill the absolute best against bosses, which is probably why they don't do that. But it could have just lowered the freaking damage to 100% instead of 130. You know, it would still do 300% damage to bosses, and everybody will be using this skill from now on. But it makes no sense that the shot itself can actually pass through the target and hit something behind it, especially when it's a bola shot. So very disappointing in that regards, but whatever. Bitter pill. When the bola explodes, you have a 15% chance to gain 2 discipline. Huh. Nobody uses this one. I've seen some uses that, you know, the multi-shot one, whatever it was called, I forgot already. But I've seen some people use that. Very few, but people do use Axis Strike. So, but other than that, not everybody uses this skill for obvious reasons. But Bitter Pill is now blue. Pretty cool. Keep your eye on the character. The falling wall killed it. Motherfucker. There you go. I gained discipline. So 15% is okay. But hey, at least this is the first skill that you actually see that actually gains discipline, right? So if you want to, this is actually pretty useful if you don't want to have that chance to pierce through target, even though most of the time it does. You can use this in combination with discipline using skills like I will find out what that is called. What is it? Smoke screen. Okay, which makes you invincible for 1 second, which we'll talk about that later. But anyways, it looks blue. You gain discipline back. Good. Imminent Doom. Augment the bola to deal 182% weapon damage as arcane to the target and 154% weapon damage as arcane to all other targets within 7 yards, but increases the explosion delay to 2 seconds, which is fine. If you have a good tank, it doesn't really matter how much the delay is. Well, I guess it does. If if the delay is like 5 seconds, that would be a problem. But yeah. The one disappointing thing about this is that if you look at the original skill, it's 130 and then 110 with only 20% decrease. This is 182 and 154. So this is like, I said 20% decrease. Well, 80. Actually, it's like 30. Well, yeah, it's 28% decrease. I think. instead of just 20. But whatever.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Well, no shit. There we go. So obviously it took longer, but it deals a lot more damage. I say a lot more, but noticeable difference in damage. So I now deal, what is it, 16, 20 something K instead of the 10, 13K. Pretty cool. And it's not purple, which is my favorite color. So that would tempt me to use this skill, except it sucks. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so when we get back, we'll take a look at the last primary skill that we get. Grenades.